What is going on, guys? Welcome to Big 12 Team Builder Championship Week. ACU, Denver Tech, two big-time powerhouse teams in our conference. Cannot wait to get this thing going.
Number 2 versus number 3 at Jerry World, and this is basically a semifinal for the national championship game. We know both offenses are good, both defenses are pretty good, borderline great. They're still work in progress, but we have number 2 versus number 3, so I'm excited for this game. I think it's going to be a dandy.
A lot has been made of this game. These guys played against each other in the regular season. As we all know, Denver Tech won that game 35-30. ACU was pretty much blown out of the water here in the first half, and then they started coming back. ACU started coming back.
All right, so we have the game underway here, and Denver is getting a lot of pressure here. Stoudemire, that's going to go down as a sack, so they are moving in the wrong direction early, and the screen pass is not going anywhere either. So minus 8 yards on the first drive.
Not good. Denver Tech is obviously very good on defense. You guys are well aware of that who have been watching this with regularity. They like to run the football. They like to play good defense. And, ACU is going to have to get themselves on track and moving in the right direction if they want to win this game, at least make it close.
Right. And last year they did not take care of the football, and that really hurt them. Especially with, Denver, they got the running offense that is very lethal. As we see here, Drakeen Timmons on a 3rd and 5, and he can pick up those yards two ways. Third and medium. There's two ways you can get it, and he's good at both. So, good play by Armendariz here on Schmidt. We have Jameel Schmidt finally back and healthy here. That's going to be a big factor in this game as well.
Definitely have been missing this type of dynamic player. They've had Jarquez Holly. They've had Atari Scroggins. So, those guys have been filling in nicely, but you can't replace Jameel Schmidt. Let's just be honest here. He's their big-time guy.
Yeah, he's pretty good. So Denver gets on the board here with a field goal. It's going to be 3-0 in the early going. Stoudemire, again, starts to run the minute he feels a little bit of pressure, and that's going to go down as a sack for Craig Shates. 2nd and 11 now. So, again, they have not had a positive play on offense yet. And that doesn't count either because Kenny Broche just gets him for a loss of 7.
So far, negative 16 yards of total offense.
Not good. Let's see if they can pick up something here, but an INT, and it's going the other way. That's Orlando Ferris with the INT. Not good.
All the way down to the 3-yard line for Denver Tech. And guys, like we said, Orlando Ferris, Jordy Williams,
Edgar Watts, Bullock, Sobchansky, tough secondary to throw against. And they're going to run this in with Schmidt. Welcome back. Gets the easy touchdown, and just like that, it's 10-0.
Sounds like it's shaping out to be just like the regular season game here so far.
It could be.
Already.
Oh my goodness.
Sack for 6 yards.
That's
sack
Stephen
for 6
Dixon.
yards.
So again, this is unbelievable.
Negative 24 yards of total offense so far. On 3rd and 16, trying to fire it deep. They finally have something downfield. I think most of the pressure, these are coverage sacks.
Yeah.
So they actually have a +5 now. They have a +5.
So
now they're going back again.
After that big completion, Craig Shates has another sack, and I've lost track. I think they have 4 sacks, and then another bad throw by Stoudemire. Bullock's on the coverage, gets credited with a deflection. So they have to give the ball back. Still down by 10, and we're going to see if they can step up and stop this option game. And that's Cedric Granger makes a big play there. And they need more of that if they're going to survive this cold start offensively.
2nd and 12 here. Nice little pass complete. But we do have a flag on the play. That's Woodstrom with the catch. And it's going to actually be a holding call on Denver Tech. So we get Allison Meadows trying to work the officials a little bit. A lot of people don't credit coaches for trying to, they're not on the field playing, but they're trying to work their magic with the officials. It is an art. But you guys can see that they're going to have to give the football back to ACU. And on 1st and 10, Connor Smith is going to get 9 yards on that reception. They do end up picking up the first down. Little draw type of play here, and they're also going to pick up another 9 yards with JaCrispy Simmons. So it's good to see ACU finally starting to move the football in a positive direction here. They're going to get another first down after laying the lumber. Simmons actually gets laid out on that play. So he gave the pain, and he's taken the pain. Here's A-Money Stoudemire taking it up for 10 yards. So again, ACU starting to move the football And even after all these rushes for Stoudemire, it's still a negative 2.5 average right now. So not very good, and that's not going to help the average right there as Stephen Dixon gets in on another tackle for a loss here. And then on 3rd and 4, look at this. JaCrispi picks up the first down, a hard-nosed first down right there. So I got to like what I see out of this guy so far. And can't get the block. Can't get the block on the outside. It's going to be 2nd and goal after another 4-yard loss.
Yeah, this is brutal. So, again, Stoudemire, first instinct's just to take off and go, man, go. And he's going to get hauled down at the
1 yard line.
1 yard line.
1 yard line.
Okay, now we got to run. Kevin McCoy, touchdown. So they actually hit pay dirt, and that's got to feel like they just won the Super Bowl because, my goodness, they were not getting anything going.
And it had to come in mid part of the second quarter, too. So it took them a whole quarter to start feeling like they belong in this football game. So here's Jamil Schmidt with a 1-yard rush. And then on 2nd and 9, they do not pick up anything. And then an incomplete pass here on 3rd and 9 is going to give ACU the football back with a chance to take the lead or tie. And here's Joe Johnson Jr. with a nice reception.
That's a big 3rd down conversion. That was for 27 yards. So they are back in business, and you gotta like where they're at. And with as poorly as they played in that first quarter, and going to the house, there's Kevin McCoy again for a 20-yard reception. The number 2 back, or as I like to say, the 1B running back, making his presence felt here. ACU has the lead nearing halftime. So
this is extremely hard to believe.
Yeah, I know. For all the ACU fans, you can breathe. You can sigh of relief. I mean, you guys are in the lead. And it wasn't looking like it was going to be that way in the first quarter.
Number 2 team in the country for a reason, right, guys? But, I mean, really, we're splitting hairs here.
Yeah, both teams obviously very good. So, I mean, Timmons, he needs a big comeback. But the way their defense is playing, you see those plays there. You know, they got the pick, they got all these sacks, but a couple plays they let the ACU wideouts get behind them. But I'd say by and large, defense keep doing what you're doing. But offensively, I mean, we haven't seen too many highlights offensively for Denver because they are not running the ball the way that they have been accustomed to this year at all.
It's kind of a weird game to me right now because at some point I feel like Denver Tech is dominating this game, and I would pick them to win this game right now at the half, even though they're losing. And ACU just has not really had that many explosive plays outside of the screen and the one pass to Joe Johnson. But you know, it's anybody's ball game still. I mean, it's really going to come down to defense. And as we see, Drakeen Timmons, the Heisman winner from last year and the first place Heisman winner right now,
turn the ball over. He's got fumbleitis. We saw the game against Ardmore, fumbled on the goal line. And then this year he does a little spin move, which was nice, but he doesn't seal the deal.
Unreal.
And he will fumble that ball away. So ACU gets a big play. Coach is like, calm down. Just calm down.
But he's talking to Schmidt.
And that's Schmidt, though.
He's saying Schmidt had a problem there.
Something up. But how about this? An INT, it's going the other way. Interception.
Unreal.
So Stoudemire gives the football right back to Tremaine Keaton. So Denver survives that turnover by Timmons, and he's got a caravan pushing that ball downfield. And he will be down at the
1 yard
line. So great play for Timmons to bounce back. And just when ACU thought they could really get way ahead in this game, here's Denver right back on the doorstep with a touchdown.
But this is why this team is so extremely tough to play against, because just when you got them in a corner, the team comes through. So the defense comes through, they pick their quarterback up, and then Timmons comes back and says, all right, defense, I'll pay you back too. So this is a team effort all around for Denver Tech right now.
Very good vibes all around the team. They have each other's backs quite a bit. So Stephen Dixon, sack number 3. And again, I've lost count. That's either 6 or 7 sacks on Stoudemire. So I think it's a mixture. I think the offensive line could be playing a little bit better, but at the same time, Stoudemire is really panicking. And he is like running at the first sight of danger. So not reading the defense. But here's Charlie Taff on a monster field goal, and he can't quite make it. So hard to blame him for that one.
Yep.
I mean, that was the ACU. That was them trying to tie this game up and get any kind of points. But now you set up Denver with that really good field position.
It's hard to blame even the coaching staff for trying to go for that.
I mean, they trust their kicker. I mean, what are you going to do?
Yeah, I mean, you got to try to tie the football game. I mean, you know that Denver Tech is explosive. You know that Drakeen Timmons can make plays like that. You know that Schmidt and Holly can do the things that they do. So, yeah, you can't leave points on the board if you feel like you can get it. Just, unfortunately, it just wasn't strong enough. So, We see Schmidt taking the carry up here for 8 yards. It's going to be 2nd and 2. He's got 38 rushes so far in this Big 12 championship game here on 2nd and 2. And a great play there. Great play there by who else? None other than Price Greer coming in with a tackle for a loss. 3rd and 4. Timmons firing up the left side and a complete pass out there to Dallas Humber.
That was
for
well
13.
covered. A well-covered pass. Had to put it in the only spot that he did. So kudos to Timmons. That was a good throw. And then Jarquez Holly, back to that touchdown vulture roll, will take credit for the score. So Denver's up by 10 now with 1:58 left in the third. 3rd and 9 now for the Spartans, and they run a screen. I don't like that call.
I hate that call. The CPU loves to call that. Don't know what that's all about. But yeah, down 10 points. You know, this defense for ACU is gonna have to come through, and luckily James Washington does not get a face mask called against him. But here on 3rd and 3, guys, it's not gonna freaking matter because Keenan Timmons looked like he was gonna go all the way. But good job on stopping him out there. 1st and 10 there at about the 15-yard line. 3rd and 3, and Timmons is going to actually run it over to the 1-yard line for a 12-yard rush. Unreal. I think in real life that's probably a touchdown.
Yes.
Your momentum's carrying you that way, but Connor Chandler with the tackle right there. It's 1st and goal now, and it's about to get ready to be a 17-point lead in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, not where you want to be. There he is. There he is. That touchdown vulture. Jarquez Holly again with the score, and now it's a 17-point lead, like you said. So ACU on the verge here. On the verge. A little anticlimactic, if I do say so myself. But look at that catch by Tyler Kerp.
That might be able to get him going. I mean, ACU's not out of this, guys. They do boast a pretty good defense. I mean, look at this pass. Complete out there to Kyle Mitchell for 39. That's going to actually pump them back up here, guys. 31-21. And, you know, down 14 with 5 minutes. Like I said, they are not out of this football game. They just have to come through in their offensive possessions. It's an uphill battle, but it's nothing they can't climb here. But look at this pass intercepted at the sideline, and Stoudemire's the only man to catch him.
And he does.
That doesn't help.
No,
that doesn't help the cause, guys. Ferris with 2 interceptions in this game. And with 4:33 left to go, and now Denver Tech is threatening yet again to score. It ain't looking too good. It's not looking too good.
No, they're definitely in the driver's seat, and I think the Rush should take care of this one unless they turn the ball over. Only hope. And we got a big sack here.
Todd Parker.
Parker throws Drakeen Timmons down. Dr. Dre, as I call it. Drakeen. But field goal here will put them up by 13.
Yes, and it is actually good. So Dragocevic kicks it up and good. So there you go, guys. 13-point lead here. And on 2nd and 13, Stoudemire takes a big hit. But we see Drew Crispy giving everything he's got. He's still playing hard. Wants to look good for his fans and his family and his friends.
And pro scouts.
And the pro scouts as well. You know, you never want to quit. You never want to quit. Crazier things have happened. But, yeah, like I said, it's not looking good here. 2nd and 10, 1:33 left to go. And Stoudemire throwing up a prayer. Nothing doing. He's, 3 interceptions, guys. He's got to be better than that.
Yeah, you're right. So 127, Stoudemire thrown to the end zone. That gets swatted down by Tremaine Keaton. And they're going to have one play, and the whole season will rest on this one. And let's see what he's got. Come on, man, throwing it a little short.
Throws it short on a hitch route, on a little comeback route. And, guys, that is a turnover. And you can see the defeated look on Tyler Kerp, and ACU, guys, is going to drop the Big 12 championship to the former national champions, Denver Tech Rush.
Yeah, so Drakeenan's happy. He has cemented his legacy as a college football legend. But ACU, I think they understand. I mean, Denver's a great team, so they had a great year. You can't really get too down on them, but Orlando Ferris gets player of the game. I would give it to the entire Denver Tech defense. I mean, that was a team effort.
Yeah.
Drakeenan didn't have his greatest day. Obviously, he played very well. But the amount of pressure that Denver got, turnovers made in the secondary, I mean, credit to the Rush defensive squad.
I would agree with that wholeheartedly, only because, not just because of the things that you mentioned, but I'll add on to it, that's a good offense that they played against. It's a really good offense that they played against.
Yeah.
ACU scores a ton of points every game. And to shut them down like they did, it speaks volumes for sure.
Yeah. So it feels like a lost year for ACU again. I mean, they have an elite squad. So it's kind of like, when are they going to get over that hump? Because we got a lot of these guys coming back next year, a lot of the core. They will lose some players, obviously, especially on offense to the NFL draft. But, defense, they're going to have a big core back. And that's the year I think they got to put this thing together. Because right now, they're starting to get a reputation like they can't quite get it. And Denver's turning into this juggernaut, so they gotta get knocked off their perch at some point.
Well, I mean, this could end up becoming a big time rivalry, one that we see every year. ACU Denver Tech.
It could be something like that, yeah. Warriors Cavs.
So yeah, something like that's the way sports is going these days anyway. It's always the big time powerhouse type of teams. But yeah, I mean, when you talk about recruiting for ACU, obviously getting to this point,
they have a great class coming in too.
Yeah, it really just speaks to the potential that ACU has. It might have just been not a good group of guys. Like
as far as chemistry, or
as far as chemistry, the it factor, things like that, things of that nature. You can always recruit those guys and get that nice group of people for 4 years, 3 or 4 years, and have a nice run.
Well, their season isn't totally lost. They will be in the BCS. So we'll look forward to that. Denver, congratulations, you're in the national championship game,
yes.
And we'll look forward to that as well. Yep. We're going to have our bowl selection show, and stat recap will be on Monday.
Correct.
So we will see you guys then.
Yes, and we actually have something to announce real quick.
We do.
Yeah, so up on the screen, you guys will see the final standings for the weekly Pick'em game. And congratulations to Diabolist, ended up coming in first place. So he picked the Rush to win, and you are the champion, sir, because the final score was for 3 points.
Okay, then we'll get a hold of you, and the top prize right now is super secret, but the other set number 2 and number 3 will also contact you as well, because we have something planned coming up pretty soon.
Correct. And we will also let the masses, we'll let all of you guys know what those prizes were, so you guys stay in the loop. But that's going to be it for this episode. So it kind of sucks. I was actually pulling, Dylan's going to hate this, and a lot of Denver Techies out there are going to hate this, but I was actually pulling for ACU.
I was too.
Even though I picked Denver Tech on the website in that little mini preview that we have up there on the website, it breaks my heart. I really wanted to see ACU come through and push over the top for that.
Yeah, it would have been nice to see them really get it done. But obviously Denver's great, so it's going to be hard. And we'll see. Maybe if you saw the bottom line, you might see who they will be playing in the national title. We'll announce that on Monday. So
guys, we'll see you then. Leave a like if you like this thing. And if you're new to this channel, you like it and you love it, and you want more of it, you know what you got to do. Hit that red button for subscribe or my logo on the bottom right-hand corner. And also, please join the Discord group. The invitation is below for the link.
Let me say something about Discord.
Yes.
There's a lot of interesting stuff going on there. A lot of good conversation, too. It's not just about our channel. You talk about sports in general, or there's a lot of memes on there. I appreciate the memes.
It's got a lot of meme love, for sure.
Yes, and, any kind of special announcements or anything, if you want to be an insider, if you want to be part of the Gold Squad, join that server, because there's a lot of inside info that gets leaked.
Yes.
On, we'll call it Goldie Leaks.
Oh, Goldie Leaks.
Goldie Leaks.
Kind of like WikiLeaks?
Kind of. So a lot of stuff ends up on there. You guys might want to check that out.
For sure.
If you want to be an insider, want to be special,
click the link below. All right, guys, so we'll see you on Monday. Take care. As always, peace.